got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte.
I feel like personally 4 quarters should be played to win, especially playoffs. Hell, I feel like playoffs should be played to win regardless. Should be no 4th down rule of playoffs.
Tannehill to throw on the first play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is
oh my, yeah, because Jamel Dean going to fucking catch up like that. Okay. Fucking Ron Tannehill's trash ass.
Right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Throwing to start the drive, but
how this motherfucker gonna end up with Chubb in a fantasy league? Had the Browns, like, still end up with fucking Chubb.
So they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. They go up the middle with Chubb. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
2nd and goal from the 1. Chubb is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Officially able to go as a 1-yard loss, so that's going to be a 3rd down. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Put his ass on a 2-game losing streak heading into playoffs, didn't you?
And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
I am waiting to see what type of pick he has now, though, if he does beat JC. Because he said he couldn't use the other one anymore.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Do what? The butt chooser. He said he can't use that pick anymore since I stole it from him after I beat him. So he said he has to get a new pick. So I wonder what it's going to be now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Looking for
Tannehill's trash.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. On first down, they'll run.
Did he even drop his string?
He goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he
Take
gets
the win, JT.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This will be caught by Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3 and 5 now.
Damn, that dude in the chat talking about playing somebody for $100 now. That dude that just got that just left.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Tannehill on 3rd down. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Yeah, that hurt.
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty good play.
Yeah, you was.
Finding his legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. Now it's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal. They just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now a dump off here complete, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays.
CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, good-ass fucking corners.
Chubb will get the call running left. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on first down. Chubb. A solid stiff arm. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2.
He came to the playoffs. He's eliminated.
But not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Okay, ready? They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That's a force win.
Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Great new character. Great new character.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here we go. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that run back to the locker room just a little more animated. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete.
He played his last game.
Gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This take it in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
What's your stream name? Or, never mind, never mind. God damn! Fucking dude, I was thrashing fucking JT.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Double 38. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Is Cole clinched yet?
They get there and take him down.
I don't know if he was clinched or not.
For a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
And now here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes, right side. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there.
I can't believe he didn't drop a string in the damn chat still.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well.
What's going on with the damn string,
you can knock the receiver down. You can take him out of the play.
String might just...
You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him.
Oh, you stopped it.
They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
I'm about to say, it sounds like his phone is about mid-fucking seconds.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I got her
It's a
answer
game that they would
to the
rather
really
probably
game.
forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now.
You know you're supposed to be streaming, right?
It's how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football,
Well,
no more turnovers, and see how
you should have communicated that to a commissioner too.
Tannehill, he's got Patterson on the out route, finding space.
Yeah,
and they work this well.
Cole, that's not what I fucking said. Communicate it to a commissioner as well. After the fucking fact. Next time, communicate it beforehand. Bye. His streaming shit's still fucked up. He can't stream. He just said he asked the dude to stream, but the dude just didn't pay attention or something, I guess.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third
And
quarter.
I said, communicate to the commissioner. He said, he was like, I did.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Shit, what's the score of the JT's game now? How bad is it?
Tannehill.
Yeah, they did his speed dirty.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian Watson with his first career
In the
touchdown
80s,
in
but
his first career game. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Yeah, I think he's actually faster than Bryce Young in real life, to be honest.
Tannehill looking to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion.
No, Richardson was the fastest.
And that cuts the lead a bit further. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out.
You know you probably didn't go reaching his phone bird.
He's taken down right at the 20.
You probably got that shit back on that quick.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Room here to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one.
You gotta think, we just had to sign him back, so the depth chart's not how the dude had it.
Exception to his ledger.
Got him in. It's Brown. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted.
Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Tannehill. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one.
89, I think it starts. 88 or 89, something like that. It starts. I think.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian Watson making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here.
No, I went through all of them. That was all of them.
The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll set up a throw. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this one. No, okay.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DeAndre Hopkins, 51 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Now the Panthers once again will line up to go for 2. Tannehill going to throw for it. And that's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the
Jeez. God damn.
In this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
JT, I'm sorry. He took that loss out on you. He got back real big.
The Browns drive about to get started. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, oh, I know what he runs. I just played him.
They're still throwing the
Yeah, he did that shit last night.
Stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them
And he low key was fucking running no huddle too many times in a row too.
any type of running play.
I just didn't give a fuck.
In exchange of running plays, keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first
Shit, if I was you, JT, I would quit and take the fucking force win. He didn't scream.
Nick Chubb, and he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Fucking Dan Stats are going in the playoffs.
That's good enough to extend the drive. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this
Wanna break the fucking rules and not free them?
Another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So the
Oh, I'd be happy to get out of this goddamn game though.
and it'll be
I
second
could not
down.
fucking Ron
Been
Tannehill.
long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences. And that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
No, she gets it directly from you.
Meet it head on and show your teammates you're ready to
Yeah, the
show
fuck
what
she
happened
does.
today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another
He out to this,
interception.
yo.
Shaquille Griffin.
That's gonna be out. That wasn't
And the
wrong
Browns
fucking.
force the
I
turnover.
don't know.
They'll take over at the 10. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Drill 52, 6, measure.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for...
What, Cole game ever with? No. Not about to say how bad the Colts lose. No, I think we should, but you know how Cole be sometimes, he'll do dumb shit. Alright, I gotta figure it out.